Everyone's here. It is 6 p.m., so why don't we start? We will call to order this special meeting of the Pacheco Stormwater District for September 22nd, 2025. And let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, good evening, everyone. We have a pretty short agenda this evening, but before we get into that, we will take public comment, and I believe we do have some public comment.
The Pacheco Stormwater District welcomes your comments. Each individual speaker will be limited to a presentation total of 3 minutes. When addressing the trustees via Zoom, phone, or in chambers, please say your name and county in which you reside for the record. Please address the trustees as a whole through the chair. If participating via Zoom, select the Participants tab and click the raise hand icon. If you're using a phone, please press *9 to raise your hand. When your turn arrives, you will hear that you have been unmuted. If you are participating in person at the chambers, please complete a speaker card identifying the item on which you wish to speak and provide your completed card to the clerk prior to consideration of the item. Speaker cards are available on the table at the entrance to the chambers. And we do have public comment in chambers. First up is Elia Salinas. Herman Garcia, I'm sorry.
Good evening, board members.
Good evening.
Good evening, board members. My name is Herman Garcia, and I'm the founding president of CHEER, Coastal Habitat Education and Environmental Restoration. And what we do is all the environmental work in over 2,000 square miles of watersheds, including North Monterey County, South Santa Cruz, all of San Benito, and all of Santa Cruz counties. Coyote Creek watershed, Guadalupe watershed, and all of Pacheco River watershed. Pajaro River. Anyway, I'm here today to introduce you to the work that we do. I gave you a newsletter that you can pass around and look at it with some of our partners. What we do, we created a model, that we use. Habitat, starting with habitat reclamation is the first step to habitat restoration. And in the middle of that, we also do the maintenance work with a goal of sustainability. So when we do habitat reclamation, taking out all the garbage, toxins, pollutants, through the maintenance, our goal is to achieve sustainability, that it stays that way, okay? And once we've achieved that goal, then we start the restoration. So we do habitat restoration, we do fisheries rescue and restoration of steelhead trout, a protected resource. We do education, is big with us in the schools. We've gone to several schools here in San Benito County with our mobile unit, our garbage museum. And anyway, we do intervention, prevention, also enforcement. I've done probably 45 enforcement cases over the years, but we always seek compliance before enforcement. There's only been maybe 3 or 4 big corporations with you guys, right? And they ignore us. And then we drop the hammer on them and it winds up costing them millions. Okay, so we always see cooperation to get people into compliance, and we help them with whatever resources we have. So before my time's up, are there any questions? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Herman. I know we've talked about cheer before, and we are interested in possibly working with you.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to see. We haven't made any decisions yet.
Okay, well, my friend Elia is going to come up. She's our business end and grant writer, because I always give the ranch away. Whoever asks me for help, okay. But so Elia is going to be addressing you guys also. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next in chambers, Elias Salinas.
Good evening. So Cheers has an important project here in San Benito County currently with cleaning out the San Benito River that was proposed by the County Board of Supervisors back in the early spring. And we've gone down there and they've done a really great job. If you guys want to get a tour of, I describe it when I went there the last time from the original when all the garbage was down there. It looks like a regional park down there. That's how well it's been cleaned. It's beautiful. Eventually, there's going to be a river walkway, but you can't go down into the middle of it. It's trespassing. But anyway, I would recommend and suggest, and I'm asking that you as the board members agendize a future agenda, an item on a future agenda to have Cheer come back and do a presentation to you. That would give Cheer enough time. And Herman has gone out to that area, the Pacheco Creek area, to see what needs to be done. He's been out there a few times, but between now and then, if you can agendize it, we can come back and we can tell you exactly, with his experience of over 25 years, what it'll take to get it done. You have already done some cleaning out there. There's still more to be done. What I would like to see, that I was talking to Mr. Loop about, is hopefully that something can be prevented before. You want to be proactive instead of reactive to try to get something done before the rain comes this year. Don't know when the rain's going to come, but November 1st supposedly is the rain season, but you never know whether it's going to come tomorrow. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, actually. But to go out there and try to see what can be done and what can be done. And so we all know Lover's Lane, where it all blocks up, there's a lot of, the bushes and the leaves, the branches that all come down. And that's what Cheer can go out and do for you to try to prevent from having another flood out there. It gets very expensive, as you guys are aware, because you guys have all been affected by it. And I'm understanding tonight that even though you were affected by it, you actually did not get any government assistance to get back to where your home was or your house was before the flood. So in order to avoid that type of a cost, I would like you all to consider having Cheer come out and try to help you. So thank you so much.
Okay, that concludes public comment.
Okay. Do the trustees have any other questions? No. Okay, well, thank you to our two speakers for the public comment. So we will move on now to the consent agenda. And as usual, we have the approval of the minutes and the acknowledgement of certificate of posting. So is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
A motion to approve the consent agenda.
Is there a second?
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, so the consent agenda is approved. So now we will move on to our regular agenda. And there's only one item, and the reason that we called this special meeting, and that is that it has to do with our FEMA application. It's now sort of moving through the process. It's now with Cal Office of Emergency Services, is my understanding, and there is some paperwork that they want us to complete before we get our reimbursement. And I don't know, did you want to explain it, or would you like me to explain it, Steve?
Well, it's your choice, trustee. I can make a few comments, but I think you're on the right track, so you can continue if you
Okay.
deem appropriate.
Well, there were a few different forms that the folks at the Cal OES sent us to fill out, and one of them was, well, they wanted a resolution by this board designating certain authorized agents to basically file the application for the FEMA application. Now, of course, we filed the FEMA application 2.5 years ago, but the state now wants this specific resolution, and we went back and listened to, I think, one of our very first meetings, and there was a talk of a resolution, but we don't actually have a paper resolution. So that is why we decided to call this meeting, so that we can actually take care of that this evening, so that we can then submit that to the state, and our reimbursement will hopefully not be delayed any more than it already has been. So I'll let Steve jump in and fill in any gaps here in my explanation.
Yeah, so only just a couple things I'll add on to what you stated, which is 100% accurate. So the county declared an emergency for the entire county and everything within the border of the county, so that there was an official declared disaster declaration and a resolution by the County Board of Supervisors. So that was one item to check off the list that Cal OES required. The second item, as Trustee Schrader just mentioned, is Cal OES said, well, yes, we also need your district to designate a person to essentially file the paperwork so that we can continue with the reimbursement. And so that's essentially why we're here tonight, to authorize Trustee Schrader or whoever you deem appropriate to just complete this resolution and file it with Cal OES and move the process forward. So.
Thank you, Steve. They actually have a form that they want this resolution to take, and it's attached to the agenda packet. It's the title is Designation of Applicants Agent Resolution for Non-State Agencies. So I noticed here that there is room for 3 authorized agents. I guess to submit this application. So, Steve, what would your recommendation be in terms of who those authorized agents should be, and should there be more than one?
Yeah, I do. We usually do have more than one, even for our county projects. So, the district would obviously authorize one of the trustees here, and then I would suggest, Public Works Administrator, myself, Madison actually Chris Mangano from OES, our county OES, and then probably someone from county council as well. So any of those 3. So at a minimum, I'd say the trustee, either Madison or myself, which is a county staff person, and even maybe a county council person, which we can, provide to you, whether it's Sean or Rebecca. And that should take care of it. So, yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. So in terms of, we haven't done that many resolutions, so I can't remember the logistics of this. But do we actually read all of this into the record? And then how do we handle this, Rebecca?
You can designate who you would have filling out the form and completed within the form and pass the resolution with the understanding that those inputs will be added before it's filed. And it would be by a motion and vote.
Okay. All right. Okay. So really what the motion has to say is that who we're designating to be the authorized agents and
Correct.
and then
Who you're authorizing
Yeah.
and that you're executing the resolution and who would be submitting this resolution if it's submitted to the state.
okay. All right. Okay, is there any discussion or questions among the trustees? No. Okay. Is anybody? Okay. Well, just so the two of you are not tortured, I will go ahead and attempt to do this.
And I will just say that the explanation for the resolution includes that the titles are what's included, not the individual's names, just to be mindful of.
Ah, okay. Oh, all right. Oh, I see. You're right. It does say title of authorized agent. Okay. Well, since I'm the one I am the trustee among the three of us that has been dealing with the application the most, I guess it makes the most sense. And I am the president. I guess it makes the most sense that I would be the trustee represented. And then the Public Works Administrator, is that your title, Steve?
It is.
Okay. And then for County Council, what would the title be then? Just San Benito County Council? Or?
Deputy County Council.
Deputy County, okay. All right. So I will go ahead and try to make this motion. Okay, so I move that we execute, okay, wait, so who is it that, you said that we also needed to move that a particular person could execute the resolution, right? Or fill out the form.
Correct.
Okay, so who would normally do that?
Normally it's drafted before, but in this instance, I'm not, since it's a form, you can have whoever, the clerk can do it, or a staff member can do it, or.
Okay. Or I suppose I could even do it, I guess. I don't know. Or Steve, do you want to do it? Or I'm just trying to save you some staff time? But if you're if you know what to do and would be able to do it quickly.
Yeah, I can work with Rebecca and county staff. We can complete the form for your review. Yeah, that's no problem.
Okay. So I move that we pass a resolution designating the president of the Board of Trustees, the Public Works Administrator, and a deputy county council to be designated to execute for and on behalf of the Pacheco Stormwater District this application to the California Office of Emergency Services. And the resolution is to be completed by county staff? Is that too vague?
That's fine. And certified by the president.
And
Of the ward-
right,
of
do
the
I
ward
need to, I guess, who signs this? Certified?
Yep.
Okay, all right, and certified by the president of the Board of Trustees. Okay, did I get it all, Rebecca?
I believe so. And I would just confirm that the resolution will be adopted on this form that we all know you're referencing it, but just so it's clearly
Yes,
reflected.
yes, it will be, the resolution will be adopted on the form OES FPD 130. So, all right, so that's the motion. Is there a second?
I second that.
Is there any discussion or questions? All right, all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the resolution has been adopted. Okay, so that is the only business, the only other business. Oh, shoot, I did not ask for public comment. Did not call for public comment. No. Okay, so I guess I have to do it again. Well, first let me call for public comment, and then I guess we'll need to do that again. Oh, why do I always forget that? Okay, is there any public comment on item 5.1?
There appears to be no public comment.
Okay, someday I will learn my lesson on that. Okay, so let's try this again then. All right. I move that we adopt a resolution on form Cal OES Form 130 to designate the president of the Board of Trustees, the Public Works Administrator, and a Deputy County Counsel to authorize and execute for and on behalf of the Pacheco Stormwater District an application to Cal OES for financial assistance, federal financial assistance, with the Form OES 130 to be completed by county staff and certified by the president of the Board of Trustees. Okay, that's the motion. Is there a second?
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, so the resolution is adopted. And we have no other business on the agenda, so the only thing left is to call for an adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I motion that we adjourn this meeting of September 22nd, which is a special meeting.
Is there a second?
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, the meeting is adjourned. We will see you all at our regularly scheduled meeting on October 27th. Thank you.